Tri-C a tight win in game number 1 of our doubleheader. They look to repeat the feat and win for the 28th time in a row. It is the Triceratops and the Hawks up next on SmeeSports.
Yeah, thank you. I just want to say first, all glory to God. Without him, I am nothing.
Power the shove. Neighbor Nation, we will see you on Saturday afternoon. Riley Meister gets the point.
Smacked into left field. Say goodnight to that baseball.
This is another one. It's back to back Jacks for KSU Tuscarawas. Needs the point, and it's alive. Hansen pushes it over. Unbelievable. We play on. It's blocked. We're tied. We're tied. Unbelievable. Hello, friends, again from Ron Mottl Field on the campus of Tri-C West as we have game 2 of our doubleheader between the Triceratops and the Hocking College Hawks. He's Cam Ragazzo. I am Nathan Smee on the call for you this afternoon. Cam, a great first game today. 3-1, Tri-C, 3 runs in the 6th inning, and that was all it took for them to win. What do they need to do this time out to ensure it doesn't come down to the death for them to win?
Well, defensively last game, I thought they did great. I mean, Vinny Gallagher only giving up 1 runs over 7 innings. So I think they just got to continue to do what they did. They got to make the routine plays, 2 diving plays made by the outfield in Bowles and Farrell. So, like I was taught, you got to make the routine plays, and then every once in a while you make an exceptional play here and there, and it really can help boost you. But on offense, they got to get going earlier. Yes, they eventually got it going in the 6th inning, but hopefully that can carry over to this game. And maybe the 1st or the 2nd, they can get a couple runs on the board and look to kind of ride it out that way instead of getting the gritty win.
On the mound for Tri-C in game number 2, it is John Birchler. The time is 3:02, and we are off to the races in game number 2. First pitch strike from Birchler. 0-1 the count on Easton Eibel, the shortstop. It is Eibel, Hill, and Rowley due up this frame for the visitors. Here's the 0-1. And it will miss off the plate, evening up the count 1-1. You look at this lineup, Cam. Rowley in the 3-hole, I believe no hits in this series. 2nd in batting average on the team. He needs to have a dominant day at the plate if Hocking wants to win this one. Defensively, he was great, but we will not be seeing him at third base again. He will be in center field. 1-2 the count. Birchler looking for a first at-bat strikeout. Instead, it is chopped foul over to the left side. But not many hits last game. Only 2 for Hocking College. 1 was a home run, and the other hit off of Gallagher. Here's the 1-2. And it is low. 2-2. Birchler on the mound. Britton behind the dish. It is Gallagher at first. Lehner at second. Merritt at short. Miller at third. Farrell, Bowles, and Pierce from left to right in the outfield. Sets the defense for Tri-C. The 2-2 runs inside and misses. We are full 3-2. Full count on the first batter of the game. Jackson Hill, the second baseman, awaits in the on-deck circle. Here is the payoff pitch. Ground ball left side of the infield, scooped up by Merritt. And the throw 2-1 is picked in time by Gallagher for out number 1. A good throw from Merritt, a little bit too low. But Vinny Gallagher, he continues his great afternoon defensively.
Yeah, we kind of saw that little first, I don't know if you want to call it a pick, but he pinned that one on the pitcher's mound in the first game, and then good pick right there at first base.
And now we will see Jackson Hill, the second baseman, step in for the Hawks. 1 up, 1 down to begin the game. Chopped right side. Lehner gets it, and it's an easy chuck this time to Gallagher for out number 2. 2 up, 2 down, and the middle infield is enjoying the start of this one. Both outs coming from second and short, and here comes Ronnie Rowley, the center fielder. We talked about his glove a lot in the last game. We talked about it briefly in this one, and as I said moments ago, he has to get hot at the sticks in this game. First pitch to Rowley is in. 0-1 the count. A good bottom corner strike. But Birchler, so far so good on the mound. He will set and fire. Breaks too far inside. Rowley saying he got hit.
Umpire does not agree. Tri-C does not like that. Bench is barking back at him.
And Rowley will step back in the box. A ball nonetheless, so now 1-1 the count. Here's the pitch. It is going to miss the zone. It looked good from our angle, but I believe maybe a little bit too low or just a titch outside. I know we described both ways it could have missed, but it's really hard to tell where it did. 2-1 the count. Birchler fires, and it is in there this time. 2-2 the count. And based on where it was out or in, I think the last pitch was just too low. Pretty much similar spot on the outside edge. Here's the 2-2. Runs inside, and we are full. 3 balls, 2 strikes on Rowley. It is the first baseman, Mottl, in the on-deck circle for the Hawks. A big payoff pitch upcoming. Here it is. Chopped foul over to the right side. A good survival cut there from Marani. But now the question is, does his approach change at all? Still 3-2, and the swings that he has had were survival cuts or contact swings. Birchler set, the pitch, breaks upstairs, and finally Rowley will take his base. A little bit later than he would have liked, but either way, he is on the base path with 2 down.
Yeah, it looks like he went kind of an off speed there and just missed the corner of the plate.
And now we will see Jonathan Mottl, the first baseman, step up. Mottl, a couple of nice plays defensively in the last game. Runner at first, 2 down. First pitch is in there, 0-1 the count. Birchler, a good afternoon so far, but Tri-C, the biggest thing defensively that they have done, allow 7 free base runners, 5 walks, and 2 hard 90s. That pitch missing upstairs. It will even up the count. 1 ball, 1 strike. Birchler trying to vary up his deliveries. But the question is, can he find the right spot? Birchler coming set again. Fires the 1-1. Ground ball left side, a tough play. Merritt back picks it. The throw across is in time. Retiring the side. A great throw from Cohen Merritt. We will watch that one back. He goes with the back pick, and somehow he is able to snag it.
Yeah, just like you said, you could see he ranges over to his right and then able to set his feet, make a good strong throw, and a good stretch from Gallagher over at first base to retire the side.
Tri-C's defense steps up in a big way. We flip to the home half of the first inning. Honors even in Parma. Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. Welcome back to Ron Mottl Field for the home half of the first inning in Game 2 of our doubleheader between Tri-C and Hocking College. It is Cohen Merritt, Jackson Bowles, and Pat Farrell due up this frame, and we will begin with a shortstop. 2 good putouts in the top half of the inning. Cam, We talked about the approach of Tri-C a little bit in the top of the first. Their offense, they need to get rolling a lot earlier than they did last time out. How do they get that started, though?
They got to get the lead runner on. Lead runner is most important to every inning, and especially the start of this game.
First pitch of the bottom of the inning is grounded over to first, and it is a simple putout for out number one. One pitch and one out. Mottl very simply just kind of carried over to him on the hop.
Yeah, able to keep it, able to get it before it went into foul territory as it kind of towed that line, but an out nonetheless.
And now up steps Jackson Bowles, the center fielder. A good doubleheader so far for Jackson. What else can he add to his already impressive resume? Windland coming set, will fire. And the second pitch of the inning is hit into left field, and it will fall. A one-out single for Jackson Bowles.
And that's exactly how the first game of this doubleheader started. The leadoff hitter out, and then Jackson Bowles a single in both games.
Bowles has been really good today across the board. I think even though we gave Gallagher player of the game honors in game one, if we gave a player of the doubleheader, right now it's Jackson Bowles. He has just made that many good plays. Now Farrell steps in. He is playing in left field this game opposed to right. Windland getting ready for his third pitch of the inning, and that is the first one not swung on. And taking second base is Bowles. A good steal from him. That is his third steal of the doubleheader, and he is in scoring position now for Farrell to work with.
Yeah, and he keeps just adding, kind of tallies those stats up, as you keep saying, over this doubleheader.
So Farrell, a very good opportunity to put Tri-C on the board. Can he deliver? The 1-0. It is low once again, 2-0. But I think if you are the Triceratops, your goal, a run rule here.
I mean, absolutely. That is the goal, but the question is, can they get there?
A lot would have to go their way for them to get there. Here's the 2-0. And it is low. 3 balls, no strikes. And it is Brock Miller awaiting in the on-deck circle for Tri-C. The heart of their lineup about to come up, and it looks like they will be in a very good spot to do some good damage. Here is the 3-0, and it is a 4-pitch walk to Farrell. 2 ducks on the pond, and now up steps Brock Miller, the third baseman. A good first half of the doubleheader. I believe he did account for at least 1 run.
I think he did. Was he the one batting when
he was batting with the balk.
With the balk, yes.
And then Hazuda had the sac fly. First pitch upstairs, 1-0 the count. But that was a tight one. 3-1 the final. I mean,
came down to the wire.
It was a game of small margins, and the small margins favored Tri-C. But the Triceratops looking to continue their success and win for the 28th game in a row. The 1-0, swing and a miss. Miller wanted it all there, but unable to connect. Count evened up at 1 ball, 1 strike. But I know he's a power hitter. At the same time, a simple poke gets the job done. Move the runners along, maybe load up the bases, or drive one in. But you don't have to swing for the fences. And that one hit him.
They're going to call it a strike.
Coach Stolberg, he will come down for the call, but I think he definitely got hit.
He did, but I think they're saying he leaned into it. So it's a strike.
We will be able to watch it back real quick on our screen. So let's see. Did he lean? Maybe a slight lunge. Either way, 1 ball, 2 strikes. And that is a big break for Windland and Hocking College. Can the Hawks take advantage? Windland taking his time. The 1-2, fouled away. But still, the goal has to be loading up the bases or driving in a run here One down, you have 2 runners on. And knowing how explosive this Tri-C offense can be, not scoring here really is not an option for them. They have to find a way to score. Orthodox, unorthodox, crazy, not crazy. Some way they have to find a run. And it's on the outside of the zone, almost in. I would say a very good miss from Winland. But either way, 2-2 now the count.
Yeah, that was close.
A big league take from Miller. Winland still looking to win it here. Here is the 2-2. And it will miss again. Another close call. We are full 3 balls, 2 strikes.
I feel like this zone is a lot more compact than the last umpires of last game.
But that is a good thing. You have to find your spots perfectly. Here's the payoff. Runners break, and it is fouled away. I like the move. It's not a guarantee that the runners have to go, but you have to add that layer in, and sometimes as a catcher, you ignore the frame. You try and focus on the runners, and it doesn't matter because all of a sudden, it's ball 4. But if it is strike 3, then all of a sudden, 2 outs, and you are not going to get the runners, but they will move to scoring position. The payoff again, and it is upstairs. Brock Miller draws the walk, and the bases are loaded. Brendan Hazuda stepping in. A sac fly his last time up in game number 1. This game, he will be the designated hitter. For Hocking College, Winland pitching, Holden behind the dish. Wodle at first, Hill at second, Eibel at short. It is, 1 second, it is Silvis at third. Wagner, Raleigh, and Briggs from left to right in the outfield sets the defense. Bases loaded, 1 down in the bottom of the first. First pitch to Hazuda misses off the plate. 1-0 the count. But by all accounts, this inning has the making to be another Tri-C special where they pound on the runs early.
Absolutely, but at the same time, a double play ball ends this inning.
2 extremes, but one will most likely happen. Now 1-1, a good get right from Winland. After Hazuda, it goes to Vinny Gallagher, the first baseman. And Gallagher, we've already sung his praises a number of times, and I'm sure we will throughout the rest of this broadcast. Winland coming set. Fires the 1-1. Fouled into the backstop. Now 1-2 on Hazuda. Brendan so far on the year batting .416, entering play today with 3 home runs. We saw 2 of his home runs against Clark State last week. Winland trying to win this at bat. He will set, bases loaded behind him. Here is the 1-2, and it will carry well off of the plate into the other batter's box. Even count. If you are Hazuda, what is your approach here?
You just got to put the ball in play, especially to the outfield. I mean, that's really probably the best option that you can do here.
Here's the 2-2, and it is full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, and a pivotal payoff pitch upcoming. Bases could stay loaded for Gallagher. He also has home run power in his bat. But I think Hazuda, the more likely of the 2 to get a grand slam. It just depends on how this pitch goes. Here's the payoff, and it is low. Tri-C will walk in the opening run of the ballgame. 3 straight walks. And heading on home, it is Jackson Bowles who has the lone hit of the afternoon in game 2. Now we will see Gallagher step in. Bases still loaded, still 1 down. But Tri-C in a good spot, and quickly Hocking College will have some action in their bullpen. It is Griffin Jung getting ready.
It looks like now we're going to have that mound meeting.
A big mound visit here for Hocking College. They need to change something up. Otherwise, we are going to see the Tri-C team that we all know they will score a lot early, even more in the middle, and a lot more at the end. It is a balanced attack, but their attack is deadly. I believe we did the math in the games against Clark State. They were averaging over 4.5 runs per inning. 37 runs in 8 innings of work. Yes, the games ended in 5, but you have to keep in mind, they did not hit in the bottom of the 5th in either game.
Yeah.
So to score 37 runs in 8 innings of offense,
I mean, that's just, I don't even, yeah.
it's absurd.
Yeah.
You don't see that at this level, really let alone at the high school level either. It's very rare. Bases loaded, 1 down for Gallagher to work with. The pitch runs inside on Vinny. 1-0 the count. But Jung might be tossed into the deep end very quick. It just depends on how much leash that they give to Winland. I mean, he had a good start. It's just 3 walks in a row and a base hit before that. He has not settled in after getting out number 1. Off the bat to the left, foul. But we go back to the first pitch of the inning. That was just a simple ground out to first. Things looked really good for this defense.
Yeah, and I mean, it kind of looked like how it was going to start last game. Then all of a sudden, things get out of hand, and they still are.
Base is still loaded, and this game could be blown open early. Winland fires. Gallagher fouls it away to the left side. Count now sits at 1 ball, 2 strikes. A very bright day here in Parma. Cam, amid all the cold and the rain that we've had, it's nice to have a day like this where the weather's good, the atmosphere is good. Just a good day all the way around for some baseball.
Yeah, finally.
1 ball, 2 strikes on Gallagher. The pitch. Ground ball right side, and it is through. An RBI single for Vinny Gallagher. They will send the second runner. It is Miller, and he is in standing. A 2 RBI single for Vinny Gallagher. Make it 3-0 Tri-C.
And just like that, the runs start to come in. There's already 3, and there's still 2 on and 1 in scoring position, and only 1 out still. Good piece of hitting there by Vinny. Pulls it past the second baseman there, and easy single into right field. Scores 2.
And the confidence of Miller. The ball was right there, but he just walked right past. That's excellent from him. First pitch is chopped right at Pierce in the on-deck circle. Or really, it's the hole. I don't know why he's out there. It's 0-1 the count. It is Lehner in the box. Britton in the on-deck circle. Yeah, he's in the hole. What is he doing out there? Now we finally have the on-deck circle designated, but a little bit of confusion there. Here's the 0-1. Lobbed in, but misses upstairs. But Lehner, a good doubleheader so far defensively. I feel like everybody on Tri-C has stepped up in some way today. A different game script than they are used to playing with, but it's still the same result. They find creative ways to win games, and that's what makes this team special. The 1-1 chopped right up the gut. This could be trouble. They throw back to 1, and it is in time for out number 2.
Almost had a little collision there over at first base. And also interesting to see that no attempt at a double play or even going for the lead runner was made.
You get the out that you know you can get in this scenario.
It's true, yeah.
Because now you send up Britton, who one of 8 guys who is batting above 400 on the year. This is only game number 15 for him, but still a large enough sample size to say he is one of the top hitters on this team.
I mean, absolutely.
But with 2 runners in scoring position, this can definitely help his case for some more game time. First pitch from Winland. Well, upstairs, 1-0 the count. And after last year, a 31-15 record, a lot of guys transferring out. There was a big question on how much could this program produce and what was their ceiling. 28-5. I don't think that was on the cards in anyone's mind in October. Now 2-0 the count.
And especially not a 27-game win streak.
Just absolutely insane work from Tri-C, and because of how they are playing and amount of people coming in, there's a chance they move up to Division I in JUCO. Here's the 2-0. Upstairs, now 3-0. But I think that would be really good for this program. Compete at a higher level in JUCO, and I don't know if they are ranked yet, but if they are not, they have to be top 30. They're a premier JUCO. They really have been for years, but this year put them on the map. 3-1 now the count on Britton, as that is a good 3-0 from Winland. But still, 2 runners in scoring position, 2 down for Tri-C's offense. 2 hits so far, 3 runs have scored. Winland looking to make it a full count. And he misses upstairs. The bases are loaded once again. Walk number 4 on the afternoon. And here comes Ben Pierce. This will be Pierce's first at-bat of the doubleheader, and he has a chance to start it off in style. I mean, what more could you want from this offense? A great response. The last 2 innings that they have hit in, a combined 6 runs.
Yeah.
0 in the prior 5. The bats have finally come alive for Tri-C. First pitch is in there. Low left corner. 0-1 the count on Pierce. For Hocking College next frame, Wagner, Plauher, and Briggs, the 4, 5, and 6 hitters due up. Or 5, 6, 7, excuse me. Here's the 0-1. Hit right side and foul. Now 0-2. Pierce might have to change his approach slightly, but still pretty much the same baseline. Put the ball in play and protect. No balls, 2 strikes. Here is the pitch from Winland, and it is in there for strike 3 looking, retiring the side. Strikeout number 1 on the afternoon for Winland. The bases are stranded, loaded. But Tri-C, they get the last laugh. 3-run score in the bottom of the first. End of 1 in Parma. Tri-C back to their usual offensive output. Their defense looks to continue their role when we return. Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. The second inning about to get underway here at Tri-C's Ron Mottl Field. 3-0 the Triceratops lead Hocking College. He's Cam Regazzo. I am Nathan Smee on the call for you this afternoon. So far for Tri-C's offense, Cam, it's so good.
Yeah, I mean, that's exactly what you want to see out of their offense in the bottom of the first inning. 3 runs there, and they had a chance to get more, but unfortunately for them, were not able to do so.
First pitch strike from Birchler to Wagner. 0-1 the count on the whiff. A good first offering from Birchler on the bump. He has been pretty consistent with first pitch strikes thus far. Fouled away that time around. Now 0-2. But I have a feeling that Tri-C, they are going to try and push across 7 more runs in the next 3 innings. End it. Go home. 28-game win streak. Take it into next week against Owens College. Here's the 0-2. And he went strike 3 with the half-hearted swing. And it's good enough for out number 1. Strikeout number 1 on the afternoon as well for Birchler.
And I don't know if it's just me, but Birchler kind of reminds me of a Guardians, or back then Indians, Mike Clevenger. The hair, and then kind of has a little foot tap.
I see it now that you're bringing it up. Very much so. And first pitch, it is a strike. I think it hit off the umpire in some fashion.
Yeah, I know there was a swing, and he missed it, but might have tipped it. And then, I don't know. But a strike nonetheless.
Count the same as well. 0-1 on Plawher, the designated hitter. Birchler looking to continue asserting his dominance, and that will help. Now 0-2 on Plawher. Birchler, pretty dominant. Can he get the designated hitter in 3 pitches? Chopped left side, a tough play to make, but it will carry foul just past the outstretched glove of Brock Miller. He would not have been able to get there even if it was fair.
Yeah, that was hugging the line.
And even say Miller had just an extra step and got there, the throw would have been well late.
Yeah.
Count remains 0-2 on Plawher. Birchler sets and fires. Swing and a miss. 2 straight punch-outs from Birchler. 2 up, 2 down.
And the key distinction is that he looks like Indians Mike Clevenger and not White Sox Mike Clevenger.
That is a very big distinction to make, Cam, as Clevenger, like a lot of pitchers, weren't the same when they left. I mean, you look at a guy like Justin Masterson, an all-star in 2013, but when he left, never the same. Lined right up the middle, and that will be the first base hit of the ballgame for Hocking College. Grayson Briggs, a beautiful piece up the gut.
That's just the expertise of Carl Willis.
A great swing and drive right up the center. The only pitcher who I think left the team and had some semblance of success in the 2010s was Tomlin. And
yeah, and
Josh Tomlin was just an obscure pitcher in his own right.
Yeah. But then in the same right, Class A came and wasn't great with the Texans. Whoa, Texans. With the Rangers. Okay. Yeah, okay, you know what I was saying. But he wasn't great in Texas. How about that?
The Texas Rangers.
Yes,
there you go.
Yeah, that's what I said.
2 down, runner at first base as that ball is hit right side, deep into right field. Pierce gets underneath it and makes the catch, retiring the side as Cam tries to name as many Guardians pitchers as he can. Pierce does some good work and helps Tri-C get out of the inning. We flip to the home half of the second inning in Parma. Tri-C 3, Hocking College 0, your score on SmeeSports. Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. Bottom of the second inning at Ron Mottl Field, and we are back to where we started the bottom of the first inning. Merritt, Bowles, and Farrell due up. 9 batters last inning, Cam. 3 runs. Tri-C's offense out to a hot start in game number 2. But can they keep the good times rolling? First pitch is fouled away by Merritt. 0-1 the count.
Yeah, but exactly like you were saying, I mean, that's the way you want to start in the bottom of the first. The question is, can they keep it rolling here? And if you're Tri-C, you really hope so. strand the bases loaded, not the best, but still 3 runs in the bottom of the first.
Here is the 0-1, and it is in there 0-2. Winland, a lot of adversity to overcome after a rough first inning. Hocking College, they keep their trust in him on the mound. Still some action in the bullpen, but it looks like they will let him try and work out of the mess that he has made. Here's the 0-2. Chopped right side, and it will sneak through. And excuse me, single for Cohen Merritt. He just kind of chopped it over to the right side. He got it down and got it through. That's what matters.
Yeah, not the hardest hit ball, not the best place, but able to kind of sneak right through past the diving second baseman, and a single is a single.
And here comes Jackson Bowles. A stolen bag and a single to his name thus far. The Tri-C's offense really coming alive in game number 2. In the last 2 innings that they have been at the sticks, so the bottom of the 6th and the bottom of the 1st, 3 runs each. Runner goes, the pitch. It is up and out, the throwdown. It might be in time, and it is a beautiful chuck from Holden. And that is out number 1.
Yeah, good pop there. Just a nice strong throw and good tag over at second.
The moment it left his hand, I mean,
Yeah.
it wasn't a good enough jump from Merritt. You see that throw, tag comes in. It couldn't have been timed any better. And that pitch will miss outside. So 2-0 the count. But 1 away now for Bowles. Tri-C not in an ideal situation based on the start. Fouled away, now 2-1. But can this be the avenue that Hocking College takes to get back into this ballgame? They get some good defensive plays, some good defensive web gems, and then from there, they bring their offense out, score a few runs, make this game competitive. That could be their way back in. That might be their only way back in. Sky this time, same side, but deeper into the outfield, and the play will be made by Wagner in left for out number 2. And now up steps Pat Farrell. A walk to his name so far. On paper, it's 2 up, 2 down, but a base hit this inning falls on deaf ears after Merritt is caught stealing. But that is a big dynamic change. You go from runner at first, 1 down, to 5 pitches or so later, 2 down, bases cleared, no runs added on.
I mean, it was runner at first, no down. And then, like you said, all of a sudden.
And it's a first pitch strike to Farrell. 0-1 the count, and it looks like it will continue to be Hocking College's defense stifling the offense in this frame. One play made a world of difference. Now 1-1 as that pitch has too much carry to it. Reminder, join us again tomorrow at 5 p.m. live at Ron Mottl Field. Holy Name welcomes in Cuyahoga Valley Christian Academy for a North Coast Conference clash. Here's the 1-1. Runs inside, but finds the corner. 1-2 on Pat Farrell. After Farrell, it will go to Brock Miller, the third baseman. Winland looking to get Tri-C in order. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The wind and the pitch. Carries off the plate. Hocking College thought that was the end of the inning. But if the batter was a righty, or excuse me, a lefty opposed to a righty, he would be at first base by now.
Yep.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 down in the bottom of the second inning. Winland will try again to retire the side. And once again, he misses another close pitch. This one may be a little bit closer, but still out of the zone. We are full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Winland trying to win it here. The payoff. Hit hard left side and foul. A good barrel from Farrell. Not to rhyme, but...
Okay, Dr. Seuss.
But still, that's exactly what he needed to do.
That's the 3rd one today.
It's not intentional by any means, but if he can straighten that pitch out, look out. Sky left side instead. Number 4 with the rhymes. And once again, it is caught in left by Wagner, retiring the side. I'm not even trying. I can promise you that I'm not trying to rhyme. It's just naturally flowing.
Whatever.
I think the word we're looking for is anyway. No damage done in the bottom of the second inning. Tri-C will look to defend their 3-0 lead when we return. This is college baseball on SmeeSports. Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. Top of the third inning at Ron Mottl Field in Game 2 of our doubleheader. 3-0 Tri-C on top. A tough bottom of the second inning. A leadoff single, but Merritt getting caught at second base put a wrench in their plans. First pitch, Miller chucks it across the diamond and is able to retire the leadoff hitter for out number 1.
One pitch, one out.
That was Silvis making his way down the line. But now we go back to the top of the order with Easton Eibel. Eibel, a lone ground out to his name in game number 2, and he was the first victim of this this game. First pitch, and it is in there, bottom left corner, 0-1 on Easton. But you have to give credit to Birchler. He is cruising so far. 1 hit allowed, no runs. Here is the 0-1, and it's in there 0-2. Obviously, plenty of time left to go in this contest, but if Birchler keeps this up, I think he will have a better afternoon than Gallagher did in Game 1. Even ignoring the run, even if you say Gallagher had no runs, Birchler still cruising. Now 1-2 as he just misses inside. Another good miss there. But Birchler's still looking for out number 2. He sets and fires. A very good miss there. It looked good from our angle. Had the perfect break, but they say ball.
Yeah, that was close. I thought it was a strike. I think you did too.
I was ready to say strike 3 looking. That would have been his third strikeout of the game. He tries again for it here. Line left field, and it will be caught on a line for out number 2. Farrell, a good tracking job out in left.
I thought he was going to have to make another diving play.
I thought that ball was going to fall in front of him.
I thought he was about to get ready to take flight.
But with 2 down, we will see Jackson Hill, the second baseman, step back in for the Hawks. 2 up, 2 down in the top of the third inning. First pitch is low, 1-0 the count. For Tri-C next inning, it is Miller, Hazuda, and Gallagher due up. Off-brand Clevenger comes set and fires. Right side, foul. But even the way that he's playing on the mound, I mean, it's very reminiscent of the style that Clevenger pitched with.
Yeah.
Overall, the rocking, the hair, even his deliveries, it's all very similar to a prime like Clevenger. 2-1 the count now as he misses up and out. But overall, across these now, assuming this inning allows no hits for Hocking, 10 innings, 3 hits. Merritt throws across the diamond, and it is in time, retiring the side. The stat will remain true. Through 10 innings of offense, Hocking College, only 3 hits. Impressive work by Tri-C's defense Their offense looks to add on some more runs when we return. 3-0 your score in game number 2. Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. Tri-C looking to add on some insurance in the home half of the third inning. Miller, Hazuda, and Gallagher do up this frame. Windland still dealing on the mound for the Hawks after a rough first inning. A good job settling things down in the second inning. And based on that first pitch, he is still pitching some very good baseball. 0-1 the count on Miller. Windland peering in is ready, and he will fire. Goes to the outside and just misses off the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike. But what is the biggest difference in your mind, Cam, between game 1 and game 2? Because Tri-C's offense, they have come alive in that regard a lot earlier this time.
I really don't know if there's a big difference. I think the free pass to start the game and then Bulls with the hit definitely kind of helped Tri-C's offense move along, and just they've been able to go station to station when it matters.
Here's the 1-2, and it is in there for strike 3, looking on Miller. 1 up, 1 down, and that is punch out number 2 on the afternoon for Windland.
I mean, back to that point, the way they got their offense going last game in the bottom of the 6th with the small ball, the bunt attempt that was able to move the runner from first to third kind of really catapulted them to be able to score those 3 runs that eventually helped them win the game.
First pitch to Hazuda is a strike from Windland. 0-1 the count. But I think a big difference for Hocking College right now, the first pitch strikes, they're able to cruise through these at-bats as Hazuda grounds it over towards short. A hard hit ball. Eibel gets it and chucks it over to first, retiring Hazuda for out number 2. A nice throw from the shortstop and a good reception, because given how hard that ball was hit, it definitely could have skipped past him. And now we will see Vinny Gallagher step back in, 1 for 1 on the day with a 2 RBI single. And on top of that, only 2 hits allowed in his outing on the mound in game number 1. And 1 earned run only.
It's been a good day for him so far in this doubleheader.
He will begin down in the count, 0-1 to Windland. The pitch. Chopped right side, and it will be caught on the hop, and that will retire the side. Mottl, a good snag, and for the second frame in a row, the Triceratops go in order. 3 innings complete in game number 2 here at Ron Mottl Field. Tri-C 3, Hocking College 0, your score. Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. One of the best days outside throughout our spring sports coverage so far. Sun shining, not too hot, not too cold. Perfect day for baseball here in Parma. Cam, 3-0 your score entering the fourth. What does Hocking College need to change about their approach at the plate to help them get on the board?
They just need to be able to get base runners. I mean, they really haven't been able to do that today at all against this Tri-C pitching staff and against this defense. But getting base runners and then getting those key hits to bring in those runners.
First pitch breaks a little bit too late. 1-0 the count. It will be Rowley, Mottl, and Wagner due up this frame for the visitors. Birchler fires, and that is strike one. A good pitch on the outskirts of the zone. If he can't continue to dial up those corner strikes, look out. He will be unhittable. Chopped right side, a high bouncer. Good range over at second base, but not enough from Lehner. And that is the first hit of the series for Ronnie Rowley.
It's kind of another interesting play. It looked like Lehner was going to be able to get there and then kind of took a little speed boost after the bounce off the turf.
And I mentioned Mount Union softball's field a little while ago being dirt. I've talked to people, okay, why don't they turf it? Why don't they just go play their games at Alliance, which is turf? And I'm told the turf is too unpredictable. They'd rather play on dirt. They can practice it. They know how the ball is going to bounce. It is easier to predict. So playing on turf, it's a different game, and that's pretty much why, because if that was a dirt field, Rowley's not at first base. Lehner's getting there. It's a ground ball, simple, routine play. The 1-0 is skied, and it will carry on out of here. 1-1 the count. Mottl, his first time up, grounded out to Merritt at short. But the turf makes it a whole new ball game. But the saving grace on this field is the grass. Good drainage out there, but if the ball is rolling on the turf, once it hits the grass, it will slow down opposed to just speeding up and hitting the wall like a Lakewood High School. 1-2 now the count. But Lakewood, if you hit a hard hit grounder, get ready to round.
Yeah.
You are cruising along the base path. We saw it last year in the OPL and Diamond League championships. And time is called in the box. But we did see a home run at that field, and somehow, in some way, Cam, it was over the right field wall.
What?
16U OPL championship game, I'm pretty sure.
What?
It was lightly hit over. It just carried because of the wind. I think it was an underclassman at Ignatius who hit it. I forget exactly who it was. But I think it was on Premier Anderson, the eventual champions of the 16U division. Here's the 1-2. Shot to foul left side, and a good snag in the on-deck circle by Mason Wagner. But that game is on the channel. If it's the one I think it is Premier Anderson versus Ohio Tigers. You can go check that one out after this game's done. Or check out any of our other Tri-C games. Here's the 1-2. A hard hit ball over to the left side. A little bit more shallow than expected off the bat. And the play is made by Farrell in foul territory for out number one. A somewhat routine play, but good hustle from Farrell out and left.
Yeah, I had a long way to go for that one, but still able to get under it and make the catch for out number one.
And now it will be Mason Wagner stepping in. The highlight of his game so far in game number 2. A couple of nice plays, but also I think having that nice snag in the on-deck circle is something you can use as bragging rights. First pitch to him just misses. A very good first offering from Birchler. But they will call it a ball. 1-0 the count. You can see just under the SSYT, the runner at first, Rowley. A decent lead over there to the edge of the dirt. The pitch. This time it is in there. 1-1 the count. A good get right from Birchler. He has really been hanging in and around the lower spots in the zone. Very similar to Morrison back in game 1 from Hocking College. Here's the 1-1. Chopped hardly left side off of Miller's chest. And safe at first is Wagner. A very hard hit ball. We will see how they score it. I believe they're going to go with an error, and it is on Miller. But still a very hard hit ball. Not a routine play, but still one that you need to have.
Yeah, you expect Brock Miller to make that play, and fortunately ricochets off his chest and does not even have time to make the play at first.
But I'll tell you what, if he gets that ball again, he is going to do everything in his power to make that play. Double steal. The throw down to 3 is not in time. A great swim around the tag of Miller. From this angle, I thought they had him. I think we hit the replay. We will see the end of the steal now. And actually, we will see the full pitch. They called a ball. We're going to miss some action as we check the tag. I think he got around it. What a move. I'll give credit where credit's due. That was nice. Now 1-1 as that ball is chopped off of the angle of Plawher. 0-for-1 on this game with a strikeout. But 2 Ducks in scoring position for Hocking College. A prime opportunity to cut the deficit.
Yeah, they're looking to get back into this game.
And one swing of the bat, they can. It's low, 2-1. After Plawher, it goes to Grayson Briggs. Briggs 1-for-1 on the day with one of the 2 hits for Hocking College. But Birchler trying to fight his way through the frame. Runs inside, now 3-1. Only 1 down in this inning. The double play ball is not in effect unless they get the out in the outfield and the second one at the plate or at third. It will take a lot to get there. Here's the 3-1. And it misses upstairs. Bases juiced. But now the double play ball is in effect. But I still think you bring the corners in. Middle is going to stay normal depth. That's what I would say happens here.
That's what it looks like it's going to happen.
That's what I would do personally here. You put Miller in line with Rowley at third. You have your first baseman, Gallagher, set up kind of holding the runner on. Holding in a sense of he can push off with his foot on the bag and be ready for a ball hit to him. And the middle, same depth. That's pretty much what they do. First pitch breaks perfectly in there to Briggs.
Yeah, that was a good pitch right there.
0-1 the count in what will be a crucial at-bat deciding the fates of both sides early on. Or really now, the middle of the game. Birchler will fire the 0-1. Hit into left center field, a good amount of power. Farrell gets underneath it and catches it for out number 2. And they will allow Rowley to score. Hocking College is on the board with a sac fly courtesy of Grayson Briggs. 1 run closer. That helps them a lot.
Yeah, and they're able to finally get a run home. It's actually identical score at the end of the first game, but if you're Hocking, you're looking to add on more and try C as well, obviously, in the bottom half of the inning.
With 2 down, runners at first and second, we will see Clayton Holden, the catcher, step in. A throw out from behind the dish to his name. They throw back to 2 to end the inning. Survey says no, but a good idea from Birchler.
Thanks, Steve Harvey.
But if you're Holden in that same breath, they're trying to find a pitch that you can name a home run ball. And we'll see what the survey says about that as we hear some random shrieks. That pitch misses upstairs, 1-0 the count. But the dugout shenanigans this year have been taken to a new level, and even the interviews, we see a lot of very interesting things. During Mount Union baseball, we saw a lot of interesting things during the interviews. I believe it was the interview with, now who was it? I had the name, now I'm losing it. 1-1 the count. Alex Stegman. They had just a bunch of movement in the background. During Coach Hesse's, no one was going to dare and mess with that one. They are not going to mess with Coach Hesse, and nor should you. This is his 29th year at Mount Union. The throwback to 2 is not in time.
Reminds me of our interviews last year.
Canton South.
In the playoffs.
That's the one I was thinking of too. I think there's a picture from Josh Kell's mom with just the interview and in the background, the train in the background kind of moving around.
Yeah, I think Dom got on Joey's shoulder.
A big hit left side, foul, and almost caught in the bullpen but dropped. Not a pitcher fielding play in the bullpen. Count now 1-2 on Holden. Honestly, though, 1-2, 2 down, double steal. You force a throw. You've already successfully done it once. Do it again. They do. They split them instead. Now 2-2, runners at the corners. They should have sent both.
Honestly, he probably was supposed to go.
But I think they're going to send him this time.
Yeah, they're probably going to send him this time.
I like the move then. It's a chess match. You don't have your main catcher in. Britton is a good catcher, don't get me wrong, but Hazuda, he is the man for Tri-C. You don't have him back there. You test Britton's arm, who really hasn't been tested outside of that throw to 3, and you see what they do. Runner fakes the break, chop foul left side. But now do you send him here 2-2? He has to swing if it's close. So if you're Birchler, do you give him something to hit where it kind of negates the runner if he goes? This is the beautiful nuance of baseball. You have to account for a bunch of different scenarios that will probably not happen, but one randomly will. Down left field line, foul again. I mean, Holden is as close as humanly possible to finding the gap he needs.
I think they're going to send him this pitch.
But at the same time, I think Birchler's going to know that if he gets a big lead, he is stepping off and he is gunning it to first. But it's a shallow lead, now full. He'll go now because he kind of has to.
I will predict he will steal now.
And I think if you are Wagner, you get halfway down that line.
Yeah.
It's a bold play. But if he fakes you back, you just take off and you take home. Payoff, fouled away. But I would want to see a big secondary from Wagner over at third. Obviously, it's tough, but then if you're Britton, you throw back, and the throw has any margin of error. Either A, he's back in safe. That's the best-case scenario. Or B, it's 3-2. The ball's in the outfield, and all of a sudden you have a runner again at third. A lot can happen here. The payoff. And it is out of the zone. We have the bases loaded. And now up steps Nate Silvis, the third baseman. And time will be called. We will have a mound visit to talk things over. The tying run is in scoring position for Tri-C.
No.
For Tri-C's defense.
Yes.
But do you make the move now? You've had some action in the bullpen. Do you keep Birchler in, let him work out of this? Or do you pull the plug? Because, once again, these are the tightest games outside of Brian and Stratton that these guys will play for the rest of the year, if I had to guess.
I think they are going to keep him in here. And then depending on what happens, maybe this might be his last batter overall. But it looks like they're going to keep him in here.
I feel like that's the right call given the scenario and given that Gallagher worked out of it himself in the last game. I believe the same inning, too.
Correct.
But 3-1 your score, bases loaded, 2 down. Any error, and Hocking College can score. 0-1 the count, and Silvis as he sees that one to the bottom right corner. This is going to be a very telling at-bat. Here's the 0-1. Cranked into right center field. It might drop, and it does in the gap. Hocking College 90 feet away from tying the game up, but they will hold up the runner. Bases stay loaded, 2 down, and it's an RBI base knock for Nate Silvis. 3-2 the score.
Somehow the runner on second was about to lap the runner on third, so we had to go back.
I feel like he didn't get a good enough jump at second base, which is 2 down. You go on anything. But now it's Easton Eibel stepping in. Tying run at third. Go ahead at second. First pitch strike. That would have been a great one to unload on. Over 2 on the day with a ground out and a line out to his name thus far. 1 strike the count. The pitch. Cranked into center field, still carrying on back. It's a tough play to make, but Bowles tracks it down and retires the side. Hocking College 90 feet away from tying up the ball game, but Jackson Bowles says no sir in center field. Middle of 4 in Parma. Tri-C 3, Hocking College 2 your score on SmeeSports. Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. Tri-C's defense bends but doesn't break. They lead 3-2 as we enter the bottom of the 4th inning. 7, 8, and 9 due up in this frame. And Cam, this is a pivotal inning for Tri-C. They scored 3 runs in the first. Nothing sense for their offense, and now they only lead by 1. This game, it looked like it would be smooth sailing after the first, but now it's a new ball game.
I mean, yeah, and both teams have left the bases loaded each once. So a lot more to be desired if you're both offenses.
Liner, a beautiful hit into left center, and it is gonna fall in left center. It's a double for Lehner if they decide it did not hit him. It could be scored an error, but either way, an excellent effort. I think that's out of the realm of possibility to catch, and that will be Lehner's second double of the afternoon.
I mean, yeah, just a scorching line drive. A great attempt there by the center fielder, but out of the reach.
Take a wild guess who's in center field trying to make that play and almost made it. Take a wild guess. Don't look at the board. Come on. Rowley.
Yeah, that makes sense.
No one else would have gotten close, but Ronnie Rowley, I mean, this kid is elite. If he is looking to go to the next level next year and play somewhere else, I think there are going to be a lot of takers. Just the way that he's playing today against probably the best team on their schedule, he has done a tremendous job. And he's a hustle guy. Bunt shown down the left side. A beautiful bunt by Britton. And there is no contest at first. A bunt single for Britton. And that will put runners at the corners.
I mean, do I have to say it again? I love small ball because, wow, just great bunt there. Just hugs the line all the way down and just an easy single.
One play makes a world of difference, Cam. Rowley makes that play.
Yeah, there's no bunt attempt.
It's a different ball game. Corners, no down. Pierce steps in, trying to help Tri-C regain their cushion. Bunt shown. He gets it down the right side, but immediately it goes foul. 1 strike the count. Once again, tomorrow we will be live here at Ron Mottl Field. Not Tri-C baseball. It is Holy Name baseball as they take on Cuyahoga Valley Christian Academy, led out by Ashland Comet, John Harabedian. Then on Wednesday, our final broadcast before Easter, it is Alliance hosting Carrollton, 5 p.m. first pitch in A-Town. The throwback to 1 is not in time. Tuesday, we could be at Carrollton for the first half of that doubleheader across 2 days, but it just depends on what happens with Mount and John Carroll. Softball, 3-5 on Tuesday. But knowing how that field works, I am not confident that game is happening. So we will see what happens. Here's the 0-1 bunt shown, bunt down right side. That will score a run. No one home at first. It's perfectly executed. What a bunt by Ben Pierce. Give him the RBI on top of it.
I love small ball.
4-2 your score. Tri-C on top. And that is one of 2 runs they need to make up.
I mean, exactly. Perfect. Another perfect bunt. Pulls the first baseman off, pulls the pitcher off, and there's no one at first base. Good RBI there.
And now stepping in is Cohen Merritt for his third cuts. 1 for 2 on the day. A ground out to first base and a single to his name. Wineland, it's another bunt. Left side. Do we have a third? No, it goes foul. 0-1 the count. We have 3 hits this inning with 3 batters. 1 conventional hit.
1
2
double
bunts.
and then 2 bunts.
And even the hit, it was almost caught by Raleigh on what would have been the play of the game. Maybe the play of the decade so far for Hocking College. It's crazy to think 2025, halfway through the 2020s. And it seems like COVID was yesterday.
Yeah.
1 strike the count on Merritt. Wineland looking to settle into the frame. And he will toss back to 2, not in time. Looking in the bullpen, a couple of guys standing around, 1 guy officially warming up. I am going to assume it is still Jung, who was warming up earlier on. Based on the frame that I see, the silhouette from afar, it appears to be Jung. Still 0-1. Wineland sets. First creeps. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Merritt cuts through his shoes. 0-2 the counts. But Tri-C, they want it all. They want that big, big hit that says, you know what? We let you have your fun, but this is our home field. We are going to defend it. They've had a few statement hits, but not the one that we usually see from them. The dinger, the big one. Here's the 0-2. Runs inside on Merritt. Count now stands at 1 ball, 2 strikes. A good idea throwing it up and in from Wineland, but still he has to be careful. You cannot load the bases here by hitting a batter, especially being up 0-2 in the count if you are the pitcher. But still 1 ball, 2 strikes. Nobody out in the bottom of the 4th. And that is strike 3. A beautiful dime by Wineland. That is his 3rd strikeout of the game. And it retires the shortstop for out number 1.
Yeah, just caught that corner edge. And is that English? I think it was. I don't know. It's been a long day.
Now Bull stepping in, a stolen bag and a base hit to his name, along with a line out to Wagner in left field. 1 for 2 on this game, but he has a chance to go 2 for 3 and bring in another run. Instead, he pops it over to the right side. He knew it when he swung. Too much underneath. The snag is made by Rowley. And instead of testing fate, Tri-C will play it safe. It's out number 2. Everybody stays put. And up steps Farrell. Farrell, a walk and a fly out to his name in game number 2. You have 2 runners on. 1 run has already scored, but if you don't find another run, you still lose the inning.
Yeah, that's true.
And Hocking College, they can put up runs. This is no easy team. They are 3rd in the conference. If this team's number 3, I'm intrigued to see what Coach C-Max and company can cook up in the 2 spot, as Brighton and Stratton, that's the last doubleheader of the year for both sides. Those will be the final 4 games for each team, as if Stratton sweeps it, they win the conference all of a sudden, and they get the auto bid.
Very, very interesting to see.
And as well, if Tri-C loses any of their next games, it still becomes a very interesting conversation of who wins the conference, and if Tri-C doesn't win it, do they still make the tournament? Which I think the answer to that question is yes. 1-1 now the count. But if they win their conference and maybe lose 1 or 2 more games, I think they host a regional. I think they are given a region. I mean, assuming for the sake of chalk, they win this game. 29-5. You have Owens for a doubleheader, Edison for a doubleheader, and I think Bryan and Stratton. So maybe 6 or 8 more games. I think they are a host. Here's the 1-1. Now 2-1. But I think a lot still has to go their way, even if they do win out.
That is very true.
Because they could also look at the conference and say, weak conference, that's why you won games, even though we know that's not the case with the way their offense has played. This is a talented bunch. But they might dock them a little bit. Here's the 2-1. Chop left side and foul. Kind of similar to how the NCAA tournament works with like an A-10. One team, maybe 2 makes it. And even if like a McNeese going to their division / conference, 30 wins this year, they were still the 12 seed. I think Tri-C, they still host, but I think we leave the chalk for later. Get out of this one, and then we will talk. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The count on Farrell. Still runners at first and second. It is Brock Miller awaiting in the on-deck circle following Farrell. Can Windland get out of the frame? Here's the 2-2. Fouled into the press box and right back into the field.
I didn't know that could happen. Usually just goes right over.
Well, I think we both took physics at Holy Name, and based on trajectories, you could probably do that. But then again, I don't think either of us understood an ounce of physics, so that's out the window.
Yeah.
Count still 2-2. Wineland looking to get out of the frame. Lined right up past his legs. He is nutmegged. Heading home for Tri-C, it is Britton. He will score, and the tag at 3 is not there. A big RBI base knock for Pat Farrell. Make it 5-2 Tri-C. I'll give him a double on that, as I believe he was going to be safe regardless of the throw to 3. It doesn't really matter. But Tri-C, they have matched the offensive output of Hocking College in this frame. The 2 runs taken back, and now Miller steps in. A chance to do some more damage. Wineland will fire. First pitch to Miller, a good one at that. 0-1 the count.
Talk about a big hit there from Farrell. I mean, just the time and the place, getting those timely hits, and right there, timely hit to just scratch another run home. It may not seem like much, but in the long run of this game, it could end up being the deciding factor.
Now 0-2 on Miller. Another good pitch from Wineland. For Hocking College next frame, Hill, Rowley, and Wodle due up. That is a 2, 3, and 4 spots. 2 strikes on Miller. The pitch. Well, off the plate. A good eye from Miller. Ball 1. So far in this game, Miller 0 for 1, a strikeout looking, and a walk. So he is still looking for that big hit, really his first hit of the day. That would be one way to announce himself, getting 2 runners to score. Fouled away to the right side. And then again, he could go for it all. 3-run bomb, new ball game, 8-2.
That is very true. We know he has the power to do that.
I feel like if he hits a home run here, we will see the run rule in 6. But then again, we might see it in 5 on a walk-off. You never know. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Miller. Wineland more than ever wanting to get out of the inning. And it is in there. Strike 3 on Miller. The second time he goes down looking. And Windland has his 4th punch out of the afternoon, retiring the side. Hocking College and Tri-C go blow for blow. 2 runs each in the 4th. We flip to the 5th inning. 5-2, Tri-C your score on SmeeSports. Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. The call to the bullpen has been made by Tri-C. They are bringing on number 19, Caleb Obi, and he will relieve Birchler. 2 strikeouts, 4 innings of work, 2 runs allowed. A good outing from Birchler, but given the scenario, you make the call to the bullpen, bring in a new arm. I like the move here.
I think it was the right time to do so. After leaving the bases loaded and able to escape the jam with only letting up 2 runs. Yes.
I am still surprised it wasn't 3, though, based on the way that Hocking was set up. Either way, 0-1, a good first pitch from Obi. Now 0-2 as he gets the chase. A little bit of a tango from Hill as he tries to get out of the way, but he brings the bat with him. If that is your second pitch of the game, I think we are in for a treat with Obi. Can he keep it rolling? 2 strikes to count. The pitch. Well, outside. A complete polar opposite from pitch 2 to pitch 3. But Obi, he has a chance to have a really good outing here. The heart of the Hocking College order, make a statement early. And he does. He strikes out the first batter he faces. 1 up, 1 down. That's about as dominant as you can get in 4 pitches.
Yeah, coming into the game, 3 great pitches. The other one, the ball, just a bit outside, but ends up with a strikeout nonetheless.
I don't even think it would have hit the batter in the other batter's box. I think it had too much carry to it. But either way, now up steps Ronnie Rowley as he tanks that one deep to right center, and it is gone. A 1-out solo shot from Ronnie Rowley. He has arrived. Make it 5-3.
And his great day just continues.
Coach Hesse, sign this kid.
He's been great defensively, and now he shows off the offense and just a bit of his power.
I'm telling you, the first thing I do tomorrow, go find Coach Hesse and say, sign this kid. Come get this kid. Ronnie Rowley is nuts. And with Villamonte and Stegman, I believe, nearing graduation, and even Bryson Fox in the outfield, give him some rotation. Make him a Mount Union Purple Raider. And that's a hit by a pitch. I think we need the Squidward meme of just pointing at the team right there. Just put Mount Union under him. But in all seriousness, Ronnie has been a do-it-all player.
Yeah, and just as the new pitcher comes in and gets a strikeout, next pitch, home run, and that one hit him. Looks like the umpires are going to have a discussion about it.
And I will hold up my hands and say, we did jinx him by saying a perfect start.
You jinxed him.
You by agreeance, came along for the ride.
You also jinxed Birchler. You said, oh, he's doing such a great job. And then all of a sudden, bases loaded.
It's the nature of the game.
And it's your fault.
Then again, I said you wouldn't give up a home run against Chardon in freshman year. And
you did not say that. That is not true. No one was thinking that. They were using illegal bats. We all know this.
I hope you tell it to them when we play them on May 15. As that ball is lined left side, going back, and it will fall in left field. They will round the bases. The tying run is now in scoring position. A big double for Mason Wagner. And the tides have turned.
Yeah, and just like you said, the tides have turned to this game. All the momentum is with Hocking, as now one more swing of the bat ties this ball game up.
The last thing I'll say about that Chardon game, I'm excited to see them on May 15th. They've had a very good start to the year. I think Holy Name, in the stride of the year, that could be a really good 7-inning battle here. And keep in mind, it was supposed to be Brunswick at first, and then they swapped in Chardon. So we will see how that goes. First pitch, a good block behind the dish by Britton. 1-0 the count, as it is Johnny Plawher, the designated hitter. A strikeout and a walk to his name. The tying run stands at second base. And redemption might be on the cards for Hocking College. Fouled into the backstop. 1-1 the count. But this game, a very interesting turn. I think after the last game with Tri-C looking as good as they did, this was not expected. Unless you were Hocking College saying, we can do this, I don't think it was expected. Swing and a miss, now 1-2. Still one down. That does favor them, and I'm almost surprised they didn't try a bunt or something along those lines. You have a team shaken up already because of a few base runners and the home run. Force an error. That's the beauty of baseball. You can do that. Swing and a miss, and that is out number 2. A big strikeout from Obi, his second, and now up steps Grayson Briggs. A single and a sac fly to his name. Time is being called. We will have a mound visit for Obi. But Hocking College, I feel like if they don't get it here, they're going to have to have a lot go right in the next frame to get back here, because it's not every day against a team as hot as Tri-C you are given the tying run at second base with one of your better hitters up.
I mean, yeah, just like you said, this is kind of got to be their time to let it shine. And a single here would do a lot of damage. It would bring in within one run.
I think they send him. I think the runner at second, if he gets a good enough hop off of the bat, I think he goes. As I said,
that's true.
I don't think you are going to get this good of a scenario. You very well might, because this Hocking College team is unlike any team that Tri-C has faced in the last month and a half. They're a special group, and they have a lot of talent and a lot of power. But still, 19-19 on the year, I feel like that's a crime. I mean, this team, they're playing like they're right up there with Tri-C. And to think Bryant Stratton on paper is better, look out. First pitch is low to Briggs. A very good first offering, but just a little bit too low. But 1-0 the count. One swing of the bat, and we are tied. Now 1-1, a good pitch on the outskirts of the zone. And an even better frame from Britton. The frame helps just a little bit. But count even. Obi trying to settle in and retire the side with no more damage. Now 2-1. After Briggs, it is Clayton Holden, the catcher, in the on-deck circle. I feel like if the bases are loaded, we might see the call to the bullpen again from Tri-C.
That's what I assume as well.
They have an arm getting warm. We don't see who it is quite yet. 2-1, it's popped. It's a tough play to make in shallow right field, and it will be caught in center field. A great job by Bowles, calling it off, retires the side. But in the 5 seconds that ball hung over the outfield, Hocking College, they were hoping for the best. Tri-C fans,
they were holding their breath.
That is one way to put it. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Tri-C, they need some more insurance. They lead this one 5-3 over Hocking College. Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. Hocking College has made the call to the bullpen. They are bringing on the freshman Griffin Jung. He comes to Hocking College by way of Miamisburg High School. But Cam, a very intriguing affair in game number 2. 5-3 your score, a lot more hits, only one error, but a very tight battle. Hocking College, they are doing a great job of retconning the rough first inning. Get rid of it. They lead this game.
Yeah, and each team has led the bases stranded multiple times, and really, that's kind of what's keeping this game so close.
Popped up into deep right field. Briggs gets underneath it and makes the catch for out number 1. With Hazuda put away, now up steps Vinny Gallagher. Gallagher, a 2 RBI single back in the first inning and a ground out his last time up. But this is starting to become crunch time for Tri-C's offense. They will not have many more opportunities to be put in a good spot to add on some runs. With Hocking College looking ever more dangerous, they really need to solidify their lead right here, right now. Otherwise, I wouldn't be surprised to see the Eagles break out for 5 runs.
Yeah.
They have the power and they have the offensive chops to do so. The 2-0 is just going to miss upstairs. 3 balls in a row to Gallagher. They have 3 on the board. I think it's only 2, but either way, the pitch cranked into right center field. Going on back. It has a chance, and it will fall on the warning track. Gallagher into second base. He takes the turn. The play at 3 is in time! What a relay! A double turns into a pickoff at third, and that is a screamer of an out.
I mean, yeah, that is so important if you're Hocking College, because a runner in scoring position to all of a sudden 2 outs is so big.
An excellent tag from Silvis. 2 up, 2 down. And the first pitch is a strike to Lehner. 0-1 the count. But what a swing. A big hit from Gallagher. As well, keep in mind, he could also be in the dugout if he had a little bit more power. Home run number 2 on the year, but just missed it.
It's also the deepest part of the park.
It was a very good hit. A liner, left side on the ground. A good hit there. And Lehner is on the base path. That will help. But there you saw it was going to carry a little bit, but it lined for a second. It turns into a grounder, but a grounder after it has a little bit of air on this turf, it is going to zip a little bit more.
And I just can't help to think that if he stayed at second, he could have scored on that.
Hindsight is always 20/20.
Yeah, that's true, but
it's tough. Every little decision matters in a game like this.
in the same time, if he makes it to 3, he definitely scores on that. So
Runner goes. The throwdown on the hop is just not in time. Holding a great chuck, but if he eliminates the bounce, I think he's out at second.
Yeah, that was still close with the bounce, but still able to get in there. Now runner is on second, however, still 2 down. But a single would most likely put them or give them another insurance run.
Britton is 1 for 1 on the day with a walk tacked on. Here's the 1-0, and now it's 2-0. But Tri-C, they need a run this inning. I mean, they would feel hard done by to not get one.
Yeah.
But you never know. All it takes is one play, great for either side, to sway this game. Jung sets and fires the 2-0. Fouled away to the left side. Now 2-1. For Hocking College, it is going to be Holden, Silvis, and Eibel due up in the 6th. But a very good game so far for game number 2. Game 1, equally as good, just a little bit tighter with less runs. But this one, a good amount of offense and a good battle. Hard hit ball left side. It will be fouled, so 2-2 the count. And it finally carries on out of here.
I thought that had a chance to stay in, and we would have seen a play over by the fence over there.
From 2-0 to even. A good battle back by Jung. He needs to win it here. His defense has helped him out a lot in this frame. Can he help himself out and retire the side? Here's the 2-2. Breaks in, and they say no. It's upstairs.
That was really close. That was close.
A Tish upstairs. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Runner at second. A massive payoff pitch upcoming. Jung fires, and it is gonna miss. Wow. They give it to him. Ball 4, and Britton will walk for the second time today. One play changes the game, Cam. 2 on, 2 down. Pierce steps in, and if he can barrel this baseball, that might be enough to seal a win. But then again, there's still a lot of time left in this ball game, and the longer this game drags out, the more and more stress Tri-C is going to feel. 1-0 the count as that pitch carries well outside and low. But Jung just trying to settle things down. As I said, his defense is the reason why he hasn't allowed a run yet. A great relay. I believe it was in center field from where it came from based on the hit. And if so, it was Rowley making that throw. Popped up right side. It's a tough high hanger, but it will be caught by Hale at second base, retiring the side. Vinny Gallagher, a great double, but a great chuck from the outfield prevents him from getting a triple. But otherwise, a few runners on, nobody scores. No damage. Hocking College within 2. Their offense looking to strike when we return. This is college baseball on SmeeSports. Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. Obi stays on the mound for Tri-C as we enter the top of the 6th inning. It will be Holden, Silvis and Eibel due up to hit. A very telling fifth inning. Hocking College, they won the frame. The last two innings, they lead 3-2, but it's just that first inning, that bottom of the first inning that is killing them right now. 5-3 your score, but the Hawks, their offense, they have been knocking on the door of a breakthrough.
Yeah, and they're really looking to get it this inning technically with only 6 outs to go.
1-0 the count on Holden as the first pitch backs him out. There was still some action in Tri-C's bullpen, but we will see if they start to heat it up or let Obi continue to roll. Sky to left side, a good amount of carry. This one could find itself out of play, and it does. 1-1 the count. But if you are Holden right there, that was best case scenario on that pop-up.
Yeah, because if that stayed in play, that's one less out to work with.
And every out is going to matter a little bit more from here on out. The 1-1 upstairs, 2-1. And keep in mind, we have seen a home run today from this Hocking College side. If they can get another with a base runner on, we're tied. Not a surefire win by any means. 3-1 now the count.
Good hold there.
I think he wanted it.
Yeah, he looked like he really wanted it, and then all of a sudden at the last second, held back.
3 balls, 1 strike. The count on Holden. A pop-up and a walk to his name so far. And he will walk a 5-pitch at bat. And the leadoff man is aboard for Hocking College. That is how they want to start off this inning. Now up steps Nate Silvis. But in the meantime, we will have a pinch runner. Running now for the Hawks, it is Owen Walter, the freshman from Triway High School. So he will run in place of Holden, the catcher. It's a courtesy runner, so Holden will remain in the game. But a big at-bat here for Nate Silvis. An RBI single his last time up, and that was the one that could have resulted in 2 RBIs, but the runner at second, not a good enough jump. And the first pitch misses inside, 1-0 the count. The action heating up a little bit more. It is Mason Wolf getting warm for Tri-C in the home bullpen. If this is a walk here, I think you make the change.
Yeah.
No messing around.
Yeah.
The 1-0 carries outside, now 2-0. Obi, he needs an answer. At this point, you really can't lob it in because we've seen the home run ball. But as much as you can lob it in outside of the meat ball area, I think you have to take that chance.
Yeah, you just need a strike.
And a lot of it is where Britton sets up. He sets up in a good spot, just a little bit too low, and it carries high. That's what I've seen from him. So maybe a higher target, and he hits it lower. Reverse psychology. 3-0 the count on Silvis. It is Easton Eibel, the shortstop, awaiting eagerly in the on-deck circle. And that is a good get right. 3-1 the count. Obi, he has found his pitch. He needs to do it again. It's 3-1. Still a hitter's count, but not a bad spot for him to be in. Nothing really to lose. Here is the 3-1. He goes low, and it's a walk. But compared to the hits that we've seen so far in this game, not much to lose. But that will spell the end of his afternoon, most likely, and that is the right call.
Yeah. Looks like they are going to make the call to the bullpen here.
So it will be Mason Wolf coming on for Tri-C. Obi, his day is done, and he will make his walk back to the dugout. Once again, looking at our coverage schedule for this week, 2 broadcasts scheduled before Easter. On Monday, which is tomorrow, we have Holy Name and CVCA baseball. 5 p.m. first pitch as of right now. Based on the weather, I think we are going to guess a delay is imminent. If I had to guess, we're going to start at 6:30 or 7. I could be wrong. If I find out, I will have it posted on both the Holy Name Baseball and the SmeeSports channels. We will have it communicated as quick as we possibly can, and I'm sure if you are a Holy Name fan, parent, whatever, Coach Pacetta will pretty much be transparent from the get-go about what's going to happen. He tells me quick, like when I posted on Thursday the game was canceled, I had a Hoban coach message me saying the game was not canceled yet. He had it quick.
He had it before he told the other Hoban coaches.
I think they knew. It was bang, bang. It may have been a minute between the messages because Hoban had it out pretty much right after that conversation. But he will have that communicated pretty quick. Wednesday, Alliance Carrollton. Tuesday, we could have the reverse fixture at Carrollton. It just depends on if Mount and John Carroll plays their softball game Tuesday. If they do, I will have the call for the home opener. And keep in mind, they started in February. Home opener after 2 months. It's a big doubleheader for Mount Union. They did good this weekend against Capital, but they need to keep it rolling. And that is a big way to do it. But if that game's canceled and Carrollton Alliance is on at Carrollton, I would say we will be there. To stay up to date on all the games that we are covering, follow SmeeSports on Instagram and SmeeFist2024 on Twitter, and subscribe to the SmeeSports YouTube channel and enable push notifications to be notified when we upload or go live. New goal, we are nearing 3,000 subscribers. We want it by the end of this month. We are upping the ante a little bit. Maybe a week and a half left to get 100 subscribers. I think we can do it. We have around 10 games left, including this one, so maybe 9 after today. But I think we can do it with a combination of shorts and these videos. I think we can do it. If you're new, go down below and subscribe. Costs nothing. Greatly helps out what we do here at SmeeSports. And as well, if you want to help out in a monetary fashion, you can sponsor a broadcast. Contact me at one of those avenues on your screen, and I would love to promote the best of your business and your brand. Or if you want to simply donate to SmeeSports or quote-unquote tip SmeeSports, go to the website under the donations tab, and you can donate/tip us there. It is Easton Eibel stepping in the box. 2 on, nobody down, and Miller will crash a throwback to 2, not in time. But as we said moments ago, it is Mason Wolf on the bump for Tri-C. Eibel 0 for 3 on the afternoon in game number 2, but he has a chance to make a big splash in this at-bat. Bunt, left side, beautiful placement, and the throw to 1 is just in time. They get the out at 1. That is the important out. But either way, 2 runners in scoring position. 1 down, no double play ball in play. And now it's Jackson Hill's turn. I think we would see a bunt again here, but then again, teams trying to take home in that kind of realm. 0 for 1 today, and that 0 for 1 comes from Tri-C. But a base knock, and we might be tied. Wolf will set and fire. Almost hits him, but it is a ball. And honestly, if you're a Tri-C, at one point you just say, send him down the baseline.
Yeah, put him on for the double play.
Actually, never mind. Ronnie Rowley's in the on-deck circle, so maybe not. But in principle, if it was anybody outside of Rowley, I think you do it. Chopped left side, it's weak, but just goes foul. Now, if that would have been down.
That would have been an interesting play.
Because if he can evade a lunging tag effort, because that's probably what would have happened, he's home. But I don't think he goes on that. 1-1 the count. But look up the middle. Second and short, giving an extra wide gap. I feel like they're playing a little bit out of their normal spots. Bunt shown. It is chopped. The squeeze is not in time. They score a run, and they barely get out number 2. Gallagher almost dragged off the bag, or excuse me, that's Lehner who ended up covering. It's 5-4, and a tying run stands at third. But Hocking College within 1. A big play, and now Ronnie Rowley steps in. They might intentionally walk him, and they do.
They just did.
That's the right call. You have to. Now Wodle steps in. But I don't think you can let him bat. There's no way. It's the biggest compliment that you can give a batter. Obviously, you can send everybody to the wall if you really wanted to. But the biggest compliment is an intentional walk, because they say, if you do something, we're not stopping you. Runners at the corners, 2 down. I wouldn't be surprised to see Rowley take off. But we will see how Hocking College plays this one. Corners, 5-4 the score. And it hits him. Bases loaded. Second straight hard 90 for Wodle. Mason Wagner, an RBI double his last time up. He now steps in. There is no room to intentional walk him, though.
Yeah. Backs against the wall. Just had that 1-run lead, but The tying run, 90 feet away. The leading run, 180 feet away.
And I said it last inning, Hocking College could easily have a frame where they score 5 runs or go off and score a bunch at least. This is their chance. First pitch strike to Wagner, 0-1 the count. A big first offering from Mason Wolf. And it looks like Tri-C will have potentially some more action in the bullpen. But 1 strike the count on Wagner. A base knock, and we are tied. Swing and a miss. That could have been his pitch, but Wolf, a great off-speed.
And potentially they're 1 strike away from getting out of all of this.
Can Mason Wolf get the job done? 2-strike count on Mason Wagner. Wolf sets and fires. Chopped up the middle, and it is over the pitcher. It's a tight play. It is not going to happen. We are tied at 5. An RBI chop up the middle. It barely clears Wolf.
Wow.
What a chop knock.
That is such a weird play. Just chop right over the pitcher.
And he's even on the mound, too. Keep in mind, he had all the height possible. It wasn't enough. The go-ahead run stands at third. And it's a first pitch, beautiful dip strike. The break was perfect. But it is pressure time for both sides. 15 combined hits. Here's the 0-1. Cranked into left center field. Plenty of carry. Bowles cuts it off and makes the play. Bailing out Tri-C once again. How many times has Jackson Bowles saved Tri-C today?
Multiple.
He does it again. We are tied at 5 in Parma. Bottom 6 up next on SmeeSports. As well, stay tuned after our final commercial break after the game concludes, and we will announce our CrossFit Strongsville player of the game. Cam, 10 runs combined. We have an exciting affair on hand. Do not go anywhere. We will be back on in a minute after a word from our sponsors. Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. Five, all your score as we enter the bottom of the 6th inning. The call to the bullpen by the Hawks has been made. It is Noah West wearing number 40 now on the bump. And Cam, it's tied. Hocking College, 5 runs in 3 innings of offense in a row. What can you say about them? Even if they lose this game, excellent grit.
I mean, yeah, just coming back from down 3-0 and now clawing their way back into this one.
0-1 the count on Merritt. It is the top of Tri-C's order due up this frame, but it's a good start from the relief pitcher. West, a sophomore, looking to make his case to some colleges as to why they should sign him. Fouled away right side by Merritt. Now 0-2. But this is crunch time. Hocking College, the way that they have played offensively, I think they could put another run on the board in the 7th. So Tri-C, they need something here. No balls, 2 strikes to count. And we also could see some extra inning baseball. Here's the pitch. Popped and out of play. A good foul swing from Merritt. He will see yet another pitch. Survival is massive right now for Tri-C. Wait for your pitch, and if it's close and a strike and it's not your pitch, foul it away and focus on the next. The 0-2 hit right side. This one might stay inside the park, and it will, but falls in foul territory. So count remains at 2 strikes. But this is where big teams and good teams make their mark. Late in a game, tight battle, you need to differentiate yourself from the other teams in your conference. This is how you do it. A late game either comeback or a late game gritty and bold win. One team will put the conference on watch regardless of which one that wins. For different reasons, yes, but still, the conference will be on watch. Chopped towards short, a beautiful scoop, and the throw across is in time from Eibel. 1 up, 1 down to begin the home half of the 6th. This Hocking College defense, Cam, stingy.
Yeah.
And now we will see Jackson Bowles step in. A single his first time up. Since then, 2 flyouts / lineouts to left and center. A big opportunity for him to unload on a baseball. West trying to hold down the fort defensively. First pitch, swing and a miss. Bowles wanted everything on that cut. Couldn't connect.
Yeah, it was a
0-1 the count.
big swing right there.
But you can tell he wanted it. He wants that big play. He lives for the big swing. West looking to make it 0-2. Missing upstairs. A good idea. Bowles, I don't think he really had an intention to swing based on his posture. Count evened up. West looking to take control back. The pitch. Lobs in, but dies too much. 2-1. Another good breaking ball, is just it broke too much this time. But West, he needs to have something here. The pitch. Goes inside and finds the zone. That's the beautiful break we know from this pitching staff. Count even.
And this is going to be a really big pitch.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 down in the bottom of the 6th. West for out number 2. Can't get it. It's off the plate, and we are full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. One of the biggest pitches of the game, if not the biggest pitch to date upcoming. And every single at-bat from here on out, a pitch like this becomes bigger and bigger. Here comes the payoff from West. Chopped right side. Picked up at second base. And Hill has the chuck to Mottl for out number 2. 2 up, 2 down. And 2 great plays by the middle infield. And now up steps Farrell. An RBI double his last time up. He has power. He has precision. Can he put it together and help Tri-C start a 2-out rally? One they desperately need. West still battling. Very good so far. And the very good becomes very great. Another great off speed. 0-1 the count.
Yeah, and if he can keep going like this, I expect to see him in the 7th.
He has definitely been a good breath of fresh air for Hocking College. Farrell almost gets hit there.
How did that not hit him?
I think it's more impressive that it didn't. So now 1-1 the count on Farrell. The pitch. Cranked left side. Plenty of power, but it will go foul. And I think it had the distance to go if it was fair. Count 1-2, and Farrell maybe 30 feet away from going yard if it was more to the right. But still, a hefty swing and a message sent to West. Can Noah get out of the inning? 1-2-3. He sets the 1-2. Cranked up the gut into deep center field. And getting underneath it, it is Rowley. And the side is retired in order. Ronnie Rowley, a routine play, but a big one. The center fielder is making great plays all afternoon. 6 innings complete in game 2. Nothing separates Hocking College from Tri-C. 5 all your score. A pivotal 7th inning up next when we return. Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. Top of the 7th inning at Ron Mottl Field. 5 all your score. Honors even through 6 innings. And we might not be done in 7. A very tight affair. It is Briggs, Holden, and Silvis, the 7, 8, and 9, hitters, due up this frame for Hocking College. A great game so far. The Hawks, they have scored a run in each of the last 3 innings. They look to keep that rolling. And it is a first pitch strike. 0-1 the count. Actually, they say ball. 1-0 the count. A very good first offering. It fooled me.
I thought that was strike 2.
Wolf ready. Fires again. This time he gets the nod. 1-1 now the count. A good delivery from Mason Wolf. And now we are at the 2-hour mark of game number 2. A longer affair than the first one. But this is a very tough spot for both sides to be in. Now 1-2. For Tri-C, they have the heart of their order, and Miller, Hazuda, and Gallagher due up to hit in the bottom of the 7th. And for the first time in a long while, they will have to hit in the bottom of the 7th inning, potentially tied or losing. 1-2, it's low, 2-2. Yesterday, they had to play defense at the bottom of the 7th, but they're used to playing defense against these teams late in games because their offense has done the job. But this Hocking College team, they have really tested the resolve of Tri-C. Here is the 2-2. Pops up left side. It might be playable. Miller and Britton go for it, and it will fall inside the Hawks dugout. The ball, a good escape artist there. Count remains even. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Briggs in this game, a sacrifice fly earlier on along with a base hit. His last time up, a hard hit fly ball to Bowles, which ended the inning. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Wolf, he is ready to go, and he will deliver. Awkwardly off the bat, it is popped foul. Britton gets underneath it and makes the catch for out number 1. A big play made behind the dish, and with the sun quickly fading away, that play was a lot easier than the ones that we saw attempted earlier. And now up steps Clayton Holden, the catcher for the visitors. 2 walks and a pop out to his name for Hocking College. But the Hawks, this is their best opportunity to take a game off of the conference leaders. First pitch is up and out. 1-0 the count. But Cam, this is going to be a very, very tight finish, regardless of who wins. It just depends which team, when push comes to shove, can win in a small sample size of 1 inning. You have to win 1 more inning. That's all it takes. It's an inning-by-inning basis at this point. 1-1 the count on Holden. Wolf looking for a breakthrough. He deals. And it's low and skips away from Britton. 2-1 the count. Silvis awaits in the on-deck circle for Hocking College. He walked his last time up, but already has an RBI single to his name. there's a good amount of solid hitters at the bottom of this order for Hocking College. Here's the 2-1. Thought about it. Did he go? They say yes. Count even.
That's a big call there.
I was about to say a massive decision. I think he just barely broke the plane. Just enough for the decision. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 down in the top of the 7th. Wolf sets and fires, breaks in, and hits the corner for strike 3 looking. 2 up, 2 down, and a massive punch out from the relief pitcher.
And yeah, that was just the perfect time to throw that off speed as it just curved right back in for the strike.
And now up steps Nate Silvis, the third baseman. 2 up, 2 down this frame. And Silvis needs a massive hit to keep Hocking College up in this frame. Tri-C, they have the firepower to walk this one off. It might only take 1 pitch, considering that Brock Miller, who is due for a big hit, awaits in the on-deck circle for the bat. A beautiful break, but they say no. 2-0 the count on Silvis. Once again, I thought that one was in there.
Yeah, some of these have definitely been very, very close.
And the zones have been pretty much complete opposites. This one a lot more stingy than the first. The 2-0 is low. That one a no-doubter. 3-0 the count. And it is Easton Eibel, the shortstop, getting ready in the on-deck circle for the Hawks. Wolf needs to have something here. 3 balls, no strikes. Here is the offering. And it is low and outside. A 2-out 4-pitch walk for Nate Silvis. And that will send us back to the top of the order. The 5th go-around for the Hawks. Eibel so far a ground out to short, a line out to left, a fly out to center, and a ground out right back up the gut to the pitcher. The go-ahead run stands at first base for Hocking College. Wolf sets and fires. First pitch strike. A good delivery from the pitcher. 0-1 count on the shortstop. I wouldn't be surprised to see Silvis get a better lead and try and steal. Anything to create an opportunity to strike. Wolf sets. Here is the 0-1. And it skips by Britton. He keeps it close, but not close enough. Silvis now in scoring position. 1-1 the count. Hocking College, they might just need a stroke of luck, and they will be on top. They haven't led since the 6th inning of game number 1. Wolf checks the runner and fires the 1-1. A beautiful break, and it is in there. 1-2 on Eibel. It is Jackson Hill, the second baseman, awaiting in the on-deck circle for Hocking College. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Wolf, can he get out number 3 at the plate? The pitch, well, off of the dish. We are evened up. 2 balls, 2 strikes. If Eibel and Hill both reach, then Ronnie Rowley steps back in.
You don't want to see him.
Here's the 2-2. Hit over towards second base. A good one-hopper. Laner, he has the throw to 1. And Gallagher's stretch is in time, retiring the side. A runner in scoring position, but no damage. It is crunch time. The time of reckoning is here. Bottom of the 7th inning up next on SmeeSports. But first, a word from our sponsors. Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. A substitution has been made by Hocking College as we enter the home half of the 7th inning. And Cam, I don't think it's one that we expected. Ian Ellis is now in behind the dish as he will relieve Holden. Thoughts?
I don't really know what to say because I thought Holden did a pretty good job behind the dish.
I believe he did as well. West, he has 4, 5, and 6 to deal with, and it is a first pitch strike to Miller. 0-1 the count. The task is simple. Tri-C scores a run, and it's wraps. West, he has been good so far. Throws that one in, but it will skip. 1-1 the count. But Miller, Hazuda, and Gallagher all with chances to put this game to bed. If we do go to the 8th inning, Hill, Rowley, and Wodle are due up for Hocking. Here's the 1-1. Off the plate now, 2-1. And it'll be interesting to see how many changes, if any, Coach Stahlberg makes to try and force across the walk-off winner. 1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch. Ground ball left side, scooped up at short by Eibel, and the throw 2-1 is in time. 1 up, 1 down. A good start defensively for the Hawks. And now up steps Brendan Hazuda. Already 3 dingers on the year. If he gets one here, once again, the game ends. Any run, the game ends, but Hocking College's defense has been good. I feel like the best chance Tri-C has to win this, not putting runners on, simply hitting a home run. Because even when Tri-C has runners on, Hocking College finds a way to minimize their threat.
Yeah, they've struggled to score with them in scoring position, or at least in bunches, but they only need 1 here.
2-0 the count on Hazuda. It is Gallagher in the on-deck circle for Tri-C. Still a good opportunity for the Triceratops if they play their cards right. But this time it is skied by Hazuda into left center, and it will be caught on a somersault dive. What a catch for out number 2. Wagner, the web gem. Wow.
Very, very impressive.
Pulling out all of the stops. It is pretty much a routine pop-up. But in the end, you see that dive and that barrel roll. It's enough. An eccentric out number 2. I think a little bit more out there than expected. But now up steps Gallagher, the lefty. And unless he is able to pull off a miracle hit, we are going to go to extra innings. This will be the first time we do so in any of our sports in spring this year. And it looks like we will. Popped up. Wagner gets underneath it and makes the catch, retiring the side. Tri-C retired in order. We have extras, Cam. Who would have thought? 7 innings, not enough to decide a winner. We go to the top of the 8th inning. Honors even at 5. This is college baseball on SmeeSports. Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit. You're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. Welcome to Extra Baseball. Extra innings on hand in Parma. Top of the 8th inning. 5-5 your score. And Cam, this has been a great game. But to get even more baseball on top of these great 7 innings, it feels good because there is a lot of unfinished business right now between these two teams. First pitch strike, a beautiful zip from Wolf. It is Hill, Rowley, and Mottl do up this frame for the Hawks. But with a guy like Rowley in the on-deck circle, if Hill gets on, look out. Line to right side and foul. 0-2 the count. How many innings of extra innings do you think we are going to play today, Kim?
9.
9 extra innings?
2 extra innings. It's going to end in the 9th inning.
For your sake, I hope your first take of 9 total extra innings is inaccurate. Now 1-2 as that pitch misses just a bit upstairs. But how many innings would that be? 16 innings, 7 plus the 9?
I don't want.
I think the neutrals in here might. Here's the 1-2, and it is low. Count even. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And knowing I have to make the drive back to Alliance tonight, and then right back here tomorrow, I wouldn't mind this game ending in 8 innings or 9. But 16, just a bit too much. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch popped right side, and it is out of play. But this has been a very good game. I feel like out of the games that we have covered for Tri-C, all 8 of them, this is the best that we've seen. Closest game for sure. Here is the 2-2 once more from Wolf. Swing and a miss. First batter is struck out by Wolf, his second on the afternoon. And now up steps Ronnie Rowley. The last time that he was allowed to swing a bat, he went yard. He came alive in this game. 2 walks, a base hit, and a homer. But they will let him go in the box and cut because I don't understand why you would intentionally walk here, so they won't. The only reason why is they think he can go yard again. He definitely can, but we'll see if he does. At a minimum, based on that first pitch, Cam, it is going to be a pitch around at bat. Give him anything good and start saying your prayers. That is just the kind of hitter he is. Here's the 1-0. Breaks in the frame. Not enough. Now 2-0. A walk would not be the worst case scenario here if you are Tri-C, given the exploits of Rowley. 2 balls, no strikes, the count. Wolf looking for strike 1. He finds it, a beautiful break into the zone. But Wolf just trying to work his way through what will be the most difficult batter he faces in this stretch. The 2-1. Thought about it. It is in the zone nonetheless. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And Rowley, he wants to know where that was. And I think they're going to say just on the corner.
Mm-hmm.
A perfect spot hit by Wolf. He needs one more, and that would be out number 2. He pitches, and it is upstairs. Full count, 3-2. A great battle here. Both parties trying to win it. Wolf for the defense. Rowley for the offense. Here is the payoff. Breaks in, chopped foul. A good survival cut by Ronnie Rowley. And he continues just to battle. That is simply all he can do with a pitch like that. Wait for his opportunity. And if this pitch is well off, then you leave it. You take your base. The payoff. Swing and a miss. A big second punch out of the inning from Wolf. And he retires the dangerous Rowley for out number 2. That's exactly what the doctor ordered for Tri-C, to strike out the big hitter of Hocking College in that fashion. Mason Wolf is definitely embracing the clutch gene. And now up steps Mottl. 2 up, 2 down in this frame. It is a first pitch ball, 1-0. The last 2 times that we have seen the first baseman step in, hard 90, and hard 90. Hit already twice today. Here is the 1-0 from Wolf, and it is well off the plate. 2-0 the count. For Tri-C next inning, Lehner, Britton, and Pierce due up to hits. 2 balls. Here's the pitch. And it is low. 3 balls, no strikes on Mottl. It is Mason Wagner, 2 hits in his last 2 at-bats. He awaits in the on-deck circle. Wolf trying to find a get-right offering. He sets and fires. And it is off the plate. A 4-pitch walk to Mottl. And the go-ahead run for the second straight inning is on the base path for the Hawks. And now it's Wagner stepping in. But if you are the Hawks, you need to find a way to make something happen. I think you might see a steal early on. You play with fate a little bit. You try and make something happen yourself. First pitch in is hit into right center. More to right, and it bloops in for a single. 2 ducks on the pond, 2 away, and Wagner has his 3rd hit of the ballgame. A quietly good afternoon for Mason Wagner. And now up steps Johnny Plawher, the designated hitter, and it will still be him. We really haven't seen too many changes from either side in the batting order.
We're going to get a pinch runner at second base.
I like that move. Bring in some speed. I think Hocking College knows the longer this game goes on, the more and more likely Tri-C wins it. Usually it's the other way around in a battle like this, but this is Tri-C's home field, and they just find a way to pull out miracles no matter what. 2 runners on, 2 down. Plawher trying to be the hero. First pitch is a ball. 1-0 the count. Wow. Here's the 1-0. And now that's a strike. 1-1 the count.
I think there was a roundabout way of getting to 1-1.
Flip them. Flip them, and I think we are where we should be. 1 ball, 1 strike. No matter how we got here, the pitch. Swing and a miss, now 1-2. Mason Wolf, a beautiful delivery there. He is really finding creative ways to stay competitive. And after allowing a base hit and a walk back-to-back, he is back where he needs to be. The 1-2, chopped foul. It is Grayson Briggs in the on-deck circle for Hocking College. But this game still, I would say, far from over. A lot can still happen. 1 swing of the bat changes the game. 1-2 the count. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Wolf gets out of the inning with no damage. His 3rd punch out of the frame. He has 4 on the afternoon. 2 runners on, both stranded. We flip to the home half of the 8th inning. Tri-C trying to put the nail in Hocking College's coffin when we return. This is college baseball on SmeeSports. Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. Bottom of the 8th inning at Ron Mottl Field. Inning 1 of extras. And if you are a Tri-C fan, you hope this is the only inning of extras. But based on the way that Hocking's defense has played, I would not be surprised to see more. But then again, it's Lehner, Britton, and Pierce. 7, 8, and 9 due up in this inning. Lehner, the perfect guy to get an 8th inning rally started. The first pitch is in there, 0-1. Since Noah West has came into the ballgame, dominant. But a first pitch strike, he continues his great outing. The pitch. That pitch a little bit too much break. Count even. But Cam, if you are a Tri-C, do you go back to the small ball roots or do you let Lehner swing away?
I think you got to let him swing away. Maybe once you get one on, then you could go back with that small ball, whether it's on first or second. I think it's a great opportunity for some small ball. You got to get the person on first.
The pitch. It is upstairs, 3-1 the count. With a walk here, the winning run will be on the base path. Wolf, he needs something here, 3 straight balls. He tries to reclaim the at-bats, and he does, 3-2. That looked a little bit low from our angle, but still a good get right from West. West and Wolf, 2 great pitchers. The battle of the W's. Payoff cranked into right center field, and it will be caught by Rowley for out number 1. Ronnie Rowley, another good play. And now up steps Bryson Britton. At what point do you start seeing pinch hitters? That's my question. At all. That's another question. Do you even use one? It's just very difficult, especially with some of the positions. You don't want to put a player out of their natural habitat. Now's not the time to do that. And it's another first pitch strike from West. 0-1 the count. For Hocking College next inning, if we get there, it's Briggs, Holden, and Silvis due up. Britton and company trying to end the game here. It is low, 1-1 the count. But a good battle in this game. This is what you want to see from college baseball. 2 great teams going back and forth, blow for blow, and making a lot happen offensively. The last 3 runs of this game have been scored by Hocking College, but Tri-C, they have had a good offensive day. A good deep hit by Britton, but once again, catching it in left center. Do we even need to say his name? It's Ronnie Rowley for out number 2. Trying to figure out how many putouts he has in this game. 3 this go around. Going back to last time, that's 4. It feels like he's had a lot more than 4, but I think 5 because he also has Gallagher's going to third. So 5 putouts, 2 in this frame, a home run in this contest. Obviously, the player of the game presented by CrossFit Strongsville will be from the winning team given this, but even if Rowley isn't the one to walk it off, or Hocking College, they can't walk it off, I feel like he'd be the winner of that award if Hocking College wins this game because he kept them in it. It's an 0-1 count on Pierce. It is the top of the order, starting with Cohen Merritt due up next for the Triceratops. The pitch, it is inside. 1-1 the count. And in all likelihood, barring a massive cut from Pierce, we will see the 9th inning. West ready, he fires, goes outside and misses. 2 balls, 1 strike. Tri-C putting a 27-game win streak on the line here. West will set, and he will deliver. It is low, 3 balls, 1 strike. Merritt might have a big opportunity to be the hero of Tri-C if he gets up. But West, he wants to battle back into this at-bat. Chopped left side, foul, and that will help. Count now sits, 3 balls, 2 strikes. A big full count pitch upcoming from West. And if you are him, what are you thinking, Cam? What do you throw?
I say you just challenge him with the fastball here.
Noah West, a great outing for the Hawks so far. Can he get out of this inning? The payoff, Left side, picked up by Silvis at third, and the throw across 2-1 is in time, retiring the side. Another great stop defensively by Hocking College, and we are heading to the 9th inning. 5-5 your score. We will hear a word from our sponsors and be back on in a minute. Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. On to the 9th inning we go at Tri-C's Ron Mottl Field. 5-5 your score in Game 2 of our doubleheader. It seems like a lifetime ago, Tri-C won Game 1 by a final of 3-1. Now we play on still. 14 innings, that's what we expected today. We're on to number 16, and usually, Cam, we're out of here in 10 innings.
Yes. So very unusual, but it's kind of like we're making up for the lost innings.
It is the bottom three. Briggs, Holden, and Silvis do up this frame for Hocking College. First pitch from Wolf, sails upstairs, 1-0 the count. And something else to take note of, the scoreboard on the field only goes up to 10. So if we do hit the 11th inning, time to get creative. Here's the 1-0. Sails well upstairs, 2-0. But I have a feeling this will be our decisive inning, as you said. My gut feeling says the top of Tri-C's order is up. If Hocking College doesn't strike here, it's not going to happen. 2 balls, no strikes, the pitch. And it's in there, 2-1 now. But credit to the 2 W's, West for Hocking College and Wolf for Tri-C. I would say they're the best pitchers that we have seen for either side in this contest. Here's the 2-1. Hit off the bat awkwardly into left field and caught by Cohen Merritt. A big hustle play by the shortstop retires Briggs for out number 1.
Yeah, he was able to use his speed to get right on over there and just nab the ball before it heads into the outfield grass for a single.
A caught by Fernando-esque play from the shortstop. And now up steps Holden, but we will see if it is him or if Ellis has replaced him in the order. Wolf ready, the pitch. Hit by Ellis into center field. Bulls gets it for out number 2. 2 up, 2 quickly down, and now up steps Nate Silvis, the third baseman. I think looking back to last game, we saw Raleigh play so well at third. When he was moved into center field, we questioned the decision, but Silvis, he has pulled his weight and then some in the order and at third. But with 2 down, he needs a big hit, and he gets it right off the guts. A beautiful missile launched by Silvis. And with 2 down, we go back to the top of the Hawks order for the 6th time.
And it looks like we are going to have a pitching change here.
And it looks like we will. Runner at first, 2 down. And now we see who the new arm is for Tri-C. I believe that is Cox, number 44. Mason Wolf, a very good outing. 4 strikeouts. It will be Banks Cox on the mound when we return here to Ron Mottl Field. 5-5 your score. And now it is a big opportunity for Hocking College to break this one open. But Cox looks to stop them when we return. Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. Cox coming in for Wolf to close out the top of the ninth inning. Runner at first base for Hocking College. And Cam, this is a big call from Coach Stolberg. Wolf was pitching well, probably at the end of his pitch count, basically saying he really didn't have many more pitches left. And now the runner goes, the throw 2-2. And Cox doesn't even have to pitch. They pick him off trying to steal second. Banks Cox. 0 pitches, 0.1 innings pitched, and the side is retired. Okay then. Tri-C catches a break, the biggest break of the game. A run from the Triceratops, and they win. Cam, we're going to keep it here. What just happened?
Runner tried to break early, and Banks Cox was well aware. Turned around and made the nice easy throw to second base before he was tagged out, and end of the inning I tried to catch him by surprise, and new pitcher, still the same heightened sense of being in the game for multiple innings.
He saw Mitch Harder on the screen. He was doing a little bit of dancing over on the side. But a lot of excitement for Tri-C. There's still a chance we do go to the 10th inning. But given who is up, it's going to be Merritt, Bowles, and Farrell. I would be surprised to see us get there, but you never know. If we go to the 10th, it would be Eibel, Hill, and Rowley due up. So Rowley will get another chance for redemption. Just an absolutely wild way that this game has gone. Tri-C, this will be their 5th go-around. The Hawks, they have already completed their 5th. So they've had 9 more batters and a half inning more of offensive work. 1 less hit. Something doesn't add up.
Yeah.
But here we go. Kellen Merritt steps in the box for the Triceratops. Bottom 9 and a chance to be the hero. Everybody has the chance to be the hero at this point. But can Merritt get Tri-C on the right path? So far in this game, a ground out, a base hit, a strikeout looking, and another ground out to his name. We are now number 2. A long one. The first pitch, lobbed in and missed. 0-1 the count, a beautiful offering from West. One of his best offerings to date. But Tri-C, they have the home run power. 1 bomb, and we are done. West will set. Here's the 0-1. It's in there, launched, left field, going on back, and it is caught! What a job by Wagner! He tracks it down for out number 1.
That was an amazing catch. I mean, if that ball gets down, it's at least a double, maybe even more. I mean, going back and kind of reaching over his head to catch it.
And West, he gives his applause to his left fielder. The way that he reacted to that, I was like, did I miss it go over the fence? Somehow, in some way, he has it. And now up steps Jackson Bowles. He gets a first pitch off speed, a nasty offering. 0-1 the count. Noah West, what an afternoon. The question is, how much more does he have left in the tank? Chopped right side. Nobody covering first. West covers, and he doesn't have the ball. Bulls will reach, and the winning run is on the base path.
And we know he has the speed. Definitely look to see if he can get a good jump and possibly steal second.
And that is the first error of Game 2 for Hocking College. And it comes at a very bad time. Winning run at first. Farrell steps in. A fly out to center field his last time up. West End Company looking to make amends defensively. The pitch. Well, off the plate, 1-0 on Farrell. After Pat, it goes to Brock Miller and then Brendan Hazuda. It's the heart of the lineup for Tri-C. This is where they can win it. Here's the 1-0. A very good spot. They say no. It's 2-0.
Wow. That was close.
A lot of close calls. Once again, I am shocked that they didn't call that one a strike, but Tri-C, they benefit. 1 ball, 1 strike, or excuse me, 2-0. The pitch. Hit into left field, not enough power, and Wagner, he doesn't get it. It is down. Going to third base, it is Bowles, and he is in there. 1 down, 2 runners in scoring position, and the winning run is 90 feet away. I mean, Wagner did what he could there. He did what he had to do, the dive. It wasn't enough. It's a double for Farrell. And I think they will send him on.
It looks like they will, just so they can keep the double play in order. And they will.
Bases loaded, 1 out. And all eyes are on Brendan Hazuda. 3 bombs on the year, Cam. He doesn't need that. He needs something that will not result in a play at the plate. Anything. And Tri-C comes out with a win. A hard-fought win. They have won 27 in a row. And Hazuda could make it 28. How about that? And I think if you're Hocking College, you keep West on the mound.
Absolutely. I mean, he's done great so far. And first, they are going to call a mound meeting.
I would be shocked if they pulled him.
I don't think they are.
If they pull him here, I would be floored. But I don't think you do it. There's no way you do it. That runner was not his fault. He did what he had to do to cover. The throw was low.
Yeah.
He has been tremendous. And Cam, believe it or not, no strikeouts in his outing. Just good contact pitching. His defense has held him out a lot. I mean, that's a given. But the bases are loaded. 1 down. You have to trust him, and they do.
My question is, do we see small ball here?
The play will be at the plate. I mean, you see a guy like Bowles at third, but
do we see a possible suicide squeeze, a possible safety squeeze?
You have time on your side and a powerful hitter in Hazuda. A number of things could happen. I wouldn't be surprised to see a bunt, but then again, he has the power. West sets and fires. It is sent into deep left center field. Still going on back, and it is in play. That will do it. A walk-off hit from Brendan Hazuda. And Tri-C wins it 6-5. On the warning track, barely stays in. It falls just the same. An RBI single, and the Triceratops keep winning 28 in a row.
Wow. No need for small ball. He just crushed the ball, even if it was caught. Well gone. Well too far. And would have resulted in the RBI sac fly, but it falls in the outfield, and nonetheless, 6-5, your final score today.
What a win for the Triceratops. They earned this one. They gutted it out.
And I was right We played 2 extra innings.
Done in 9. 6-5 your final. Brendan Hazuda, the walk-off winner. We will step aside one final time, hear a word from our sponsors, and be back on in a minute to announce our CrossFit Strongsville Player of the Game. Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. 6-5, your final score. Tri-C wins Game 2. Cam, I am going to go with what you said. Player of the Game, presented by CrossFit Strongsville. It is Brendan Hazuda, the walk-off winner. That's the point of difference. In a real game setting, that would not have been a walk-off. 3 RBI double. Plain and simple.
Yeah, I mean, just barely stayed in, but doesn't matter in this sense. The walk-off win, nonetheless. But a great overall performance from the entirety of Tri-C.
But you have to give credit here as well to Hocking College. I mean, so close to ending a massive win streak. They have nothing to be ashamed about. Ronnie Rowley, that kid is elite. He was nuts. Noah West, he is credited with the loss, but he doesn't deserve it. That kid fought on the mound. He pitched one heck of a game, but in the end, it just got away from him. He helped settle down a very shaky defense. 3 runs in the first, but you eliminate that, Cam. I mean, 5-3? That's the difference. That first inning is what killed Hocking College. But they have the confidence now that we can hang with the top dogs. We can hang with a Bryan and Stratton. We can hang with a Tri-C. They can make a difference, and they could still potentially make a push to a playoff berth. I think now 19-20, it might be a little bit too far gone. But they do not play like a 19-20 team by any stretch of the imagination.
No, they do not. I mean, just shown by yesterday's games and today's games that we've seen, I mean, 2 really hard-fought, gritty wins by Tri-C. But on the other end, I mean, very, very close. I mean, brought them all the way into 9 innings this game. In the game before, just a 3-1 loss. So, very, very close in both games.
Looking forward to the rest of our coverage before Easter. Tomorrow we will be back here, weather permitting, as Holy Name welcomes in Cuyahoga Valley Christian Academy. Join myself and the voice of CVCA Livestream, Tim Nichols, at 5 p.m. 4:50, we will have pregame coverage. Thank you to Tim for joining us again. He joined me on the call last year at CVCA on Holy Name Broadcasting, so glad he's willing to help out again. They do some great work at CVCA Livestream. Go check them out. Go to their Twitter page, and if you can, go and donate to what they do. I believe he said the production cost for a year of CVCA's Livestream is $3,000, and that comes out of his pocket and the rest of his crews. So if you can go support, please do. I will let him talk more tomorrow about it and how you can support the efforts of CVCA Livestream. They do an excellent job as they have a lot of cameras, and it's kind of reminiscent of what we had at Holy Name Broadcasting, Cam. A group of, whether it be students or in his case, just a parent who is doing all they can to bring their school's athletics to light. But after that, Wednesday will be our final broadcast before Easter, regardless of what happens Tuesday. Tuesday, we could see Carrollton hosting Alliance. Wednesday, we have Alliance hosting Carrollton. 5 p.m. first pitch. That should be a fun one between 2 sides to our friends of the channel. It'll be a good one. The Lions looking to bounce back after a tough loss 19-10 on Friday at Kent State against a very talented Lake Center Christian side. To stay up to date on all the games that we are covering, follow SmeeSports on Instagram and SmeeFest2024 on Twitter. As well, subscribe to the SmeeSports YouTube channel down below and enable push notifications to be notified when we upload or go live. Trying to hit 3,000 subscribers by the end of this month. So if you are new, go down below and subscribe. It costs nothing, and it greatly helps out our efforts here at SmeeSports. As well, check out our website and go and find out our internship program information. If you're a high school or college student looking for some experience in the sport media world, this is the internship for you. Fill out our Google form, and I will get back to you within 24 hours with more details. And our final PSA, if you own a business, contact us. We want you to sponsor our broadcast. We want to help promote you and what your business does. And in turn, you support our broadcast in the Cleveland and Stark County area. Thank you to the Healthy View Chiropractic Center and CrossFit Strongsville for being our broadcast sponsors today. They each took one game as the player of the game sponsor. In game one, the Healthy View Chiropractic Center's player of the game was Vinny Gallagher. And in this game for CrossFit Strongsville, it was Brendan Hazuda who had the walk-off winner. Tri-C 6, Hocking College 5-year final in game number 2. Tri-C winners of 28 straight games, 29-5 on the year. He's been Cam Regazzo. I am Nathan Smee saying so long from Ron Mottl Field. Thank you for tuning in, and we will see you next time.